This is Actualize Freedom, straight talk on growing clicks and conversions on Amazon FBA from people doing it every day. Now here's your host, digital marketing acrobat, Danny Kenji Carlson.
What's up, guys? Danny Carlson here with the Actualize Freedom podcast, and we have a special edition episode here with Amy Weiss, and this is the anti-global sources episode, or more accurately, global sources is happening this year on the Actualize Freedom podcast only, and not actually in Hong Kong like it originally was going to because of the coronavirus. So we have here someone who is going to be speaking at the conference, and they're going to be giving us an exclusive presentation that otherwise would have only been at global sources. So saving you guys the plane tickets, the cost of the event, and everything like that. Welcome to the podcast, Amy. How's it going?
It's going great. Thank you for having me. I'm sorry that we couldn't meet in Hong Kong this year because, Global Sources is really a great event and it's so much fun. There's really great networking. There's really great speakers. You would never imagine that, you'd meet so many people in e-commerce halfway across the world. So I did it last year and I absolutely loved it. Well, I shouldn't say, it was last year. Seems like that was yesterday, right? Not too long ago. But yeah, I really had a great time. It was my first time speaking at Global Sources Summit. So I was excited to speak again this year. And although we've had the cancellation, I'm looking forward to speaking again in the future.
Well, let's dive into this Actualized Freedom edition of the Global Sources Summit. And unfortunately, it doesn't have quite as good of a networking edition as the in-person edition. It's only just you and I on this call at the moment. But I'm actually going to be having a lot of the other speakers on for little mini podcast episodes. So it literally will be the Global Sources Summit Actualized Freedom version. So look out for that, guys. But Amy has a really interesting presentation here for us that she's going to dive into. What do you have for us, Amy?
Well, I would love to talk to you guys a little bit about branding and your foundation. I work with so many entrepreneurs and private label brand owners trying to sell their products, and they'll come to me. I'm a copywriter as well, just like Danny, and people will come to me and say, I've spent all this money on PPC and I'm just not converting. And I don't know what's going on. I need to try something. I've put all my money into this. And often the problem is because they haven't actually taken the time to properly define their differentiation. Now, you can have the same product as someone else. And if you simply describe it differently and show it differently, you will get the sales that your competitor may not get. So sometimes people think, well, I'm selling there's not really anything much different than from my competitors. But really, as long as you do a better job of defining your differentiation, then that's going to equal sales for you. So that's what I would love to try and cover today. This is normally, an hour presentation, but I would love to just get into the meat of it and give you guys some examples of how to do that. So I own a company called Amazing at Home, and from amazingathome.com, and we help brands develop products and launch them in the marketplace. So we handle everything from concept to launch. And this is just the fundamentals that I would love for everybody to get right. When you are getting ready to launch your product, as everybody knows, the foundation is your listing and your photos, especially in e-commerce, your listing and your photos. But let's take a step back and let's talk about how do we talk about that product that we have. So, I don't have the ability to show you guys a screen right now. We're listening online. So, Danny, have you ever seen those? I'm gonna name a commodity product. So, have you seen one of those? I call it a Furminator. It's like one of those pet care things that you pull out of the stand, and it's like a lint thing on the furniture, and it removes the cat hair, the dog hair, the pet hair.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and there's how many pages of those are there on Amazon? It was a really popular product for a while, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, so this was just one of the products that I've wrote listings for or whatever. There's been a ton of these over the years. But let's say you're selling this fur catcher thing, right? And so they all look the same. If you go on Amazon and you say, fur furniture hair removal from furniture or something like that, and search that, you're going to see pages and pages and pages of these lint removers, basically, that are in these stands, and they all pretty much look the same. So let's say that this is your product. What do you have to do to differentiate yourself from the competition? And some people would say, well, maybe if I just make mine a different color, it'll stand out. Maybe if I put my packaging in the main photo, maybe if I change my title a little bit and, say something cool in there, it'll stand out. But I would like to take us back to actually defining the product. And how we do that, I have a 3-step formula. So the first step in defining your unique selling point is defining the problem for your customer. So what is the problem that this customer who's got cats or dogs, they've got hair all over the furniture, it's a mess. They might have, I have the cat trees in my house. I've got 3 cats. I have the cat trees, and those things are covered. They're covered in carpet and they're covered in hair. And it's just gross, and the vacuum doesn't really do the trick. So these little Furminator remover things are really great. They work awesome. But there's a million of them. How do I choose? So we got to define the problem that the customer has. That's step 1. So the problem that the customer has, right, is that they have fur all over their nice furniture. People are supposed to come over to their house and sit. That's a problem, right? So that's pretty easy to do. We can define the problem pretty easily. But what about the solution? The solution is step number 2. But you have to define what your unique solution is that's different from your competitors. And this is the secret in the sauce. So your customer has a problem and you've defined that. But now, what is your solution? So your solution is this Furminator, fur brush remover, right? But how does your solution solve the problem better than your competitors? In this case, it's really, really tough because all of these look the same. But what if I just described this product differently? What if I just said that the fibers on our brush are at just the right angle to pull out the deeply embedded hair in the sofa? Would that make you, as a customer with the problem of having hair in your sofa, would that make you consider our brush over all of these others that don't say that? You're uniquely addressing the problem with your solution. So even if your brush is exactly the same, you can describe it in a way that's going to get the customer to pay attention and think, oh my gosh, I probably have hair deeply embedded in the sofa. Oh wow, I probably need that. Okay, let me get after that. So the third part of this 3-step formula, so we got the problem, we got the solution. The third part is, what does their life look like now? What does their life look like now that that hair is gone from the sofa? Can they enjoy time on the sofa with their guests again? Can they invite people over without worrying about it again? So many product sellers and brands forget to remind the customer what their life is like with this product in it. And the customer, it makes them feel something. It makes them feel emotionally connected. And if you study the sales process, it's really, really psychological. And we want you to have not just a solution for your customer's problem, but we want you to also have an emotional connection with them. Enjoy your sofa again. Well, show that picture on your listing of a family sitting on the couch eating popcorn, enjoying fur-free. No fur on my back when I'm sitting on this couch. I'm watching a movie together with my family. Maybe the cat's over there, but my couch is fur-free. So I really want you guys to think about this formula when you're getting ready to launch your product. These are the kind of things that need to be pointed out in your features and benefits. These are the kind of things that need to be pointed out in your packaging. These are the kind of things that need to be pointed out in your photos, because if we're on store shelves, our packaging has to tell the story. But if we're on Amazon or Shopify online, our photos have to tell the story. And you know how it goes, right? I always tell people, nobody reads the listing, at least not before looking at your photos. So they're going to go through your photos first. They're going to click and they're going to go through your photos. And if your photos don't answer the questions that they have about your product and don't make them feel something about needing this product in their life, they're going to look at your price and move on. Scroll down. That's my number one rule for my clients. Nope, we don't let them scroll down in the listing. We need them to click that buy button right away. So we want to make sure that our photos are great, and we want to make sure that we're showing that. So I actually have a 7-photo formula for the best 7 photos to put on your listing. Would you like to hear it?
Let's do it. That sounds too intriguing.
All right, let me find it here. Here they are. So the converting photos. Photo number 1, your main solution. So you want to show off your unique solution in this main photo if possible, right? I realize it's hard. You got to have the white background. You can't put text in the photo. But if you have a very specific solution, you should be showing that somehow in your main photo that stands out from the competition. So that's photo number 1. Photo number 2 should always be, this is what I call the what's included photo. People want to know what they're getting with your product. So you should always show, does it come with a bag? Does it come with a gift box? Does it come with these parts and pieces? What comes with this? And so this can be an infographic. It can explain all the lovely things that they get, but you should have a what's included photo. Photo number 3 is always my guarantee/quality photo. I can't tell you how many people I've seen put 100% satisfaction guaranteed in their listing. It's usually bullet point 5. I recommend bullet point 3. I like to get their attention with risk-free earlier. But why not put that in a photo? If you have a 1-year warranty, why not put that in a photo? Have a nice little badge in the corner and say, we have the highest quality stainless steel, lifetime warranty. That's going to convert somebody.
And just to clear things up for people too, it actually in Amazon's terms of service, you can find that in the photo page somewhere that says you are completely allowed to have graphic design and text on your images outside of your main image. It is 100% okay. You can go confirm it for yourselves.
Yes, that's a good point, Danny, because so many people ask about that. They say, well, wait, don't all my photos have to just be like a white background? And you're missing out because you can really do a lot with your additional photos. And it is very clearly spelled out in their style guide. So definitely go check that out. So photo number 4 is your unique selling point infographic. So we showed the solution in our main photo, but we really want to show your unique selling point. So in this case, if we're talking about the Furminator and we say our fibers are at just the right angle to get deep embedded hair out of your furniture, well, we're going to want to show that close-up of the fibers, and we're going to want to explain that in that photo. Really going to want to kind of hook them to, oh yes, wow, oh, that's cool. I don't think the rest of them have that. I need that. Then number 5, your photo number 5 is what does their life look like? So this is the photo of the family on the sofa, eating popcorn, fur-free, enjoying life, and saying something like, get back to living your life and enjoying your furniture again with your family and your guests. Photo number 6, I love to use photo number 6 for additional uses for the product or versatility. So maybe this Furminator also works really great on cleaning up the cat tree. Maybe it works really great on the staircase, the carpet, the rugs, jackets. You can show this because then it gets people outside of thinking of being fixated on the couch, right? Oh, wow, I could use that in my car too? Great. All right, and photo number 7 is always your gift or bonus benefit photo. The reason I like to say gift or bonus benefit is because some products just aren't giftable. Not every product is the perfect gift. If you're selling toilet paper, You might not. I mean, hey.
Here you go, Mom. Here's a year's worth of toilet paper. Happy birthday.
Exactly. It might be a good gift. You never know. But if it could be a gift for someone, who is it a gift for? And this is a great photo to rotate out. So if you're selling it as a Valentine's Day gift, or you're then selling it as a Christmas gift, it's a great time to show that. If it's a baby shower gift, show that as a gift and recommend that with the text right in the photo of, this is the best baby shower gift. In this case, this would be a good maybe housewarming gift for a pet owner. Who knows? But either way, you want to remind your customers, because as they're kind of going through your photos, maybe they're not considering this product for themselves. But if you show it as a gift, they're suddenly going to think about, oh my gosh, my dad needs one of these. Oh, my sister needs one. The teacher, she needs one of these. I'm going to get one. I'm going to get 3. I'm going to get 4. So, when you can remind people that that it's a great gift and kind of what kind of gift it is, it's a really great way to show that off. And then if you don't have a giftable product, you could always do a bonus benefits photo. So you could say, oh, hey, this is the other things that this product is or has. It's just another way to brag about the product, or you could do another lifestyle as well. But those are my 7 photos that I love to do that convert very well. And I've tested these over and over and over again. And just this week, I put 2 new clients onto this 7 photo order. And both of them, the minute that we swapped it out, immediate sales, more sales conversions than they had before. So we've just tested it with hundreds of people over time, and it works really well. So I hope that this helps you guys in planning out your photos. And I hope that my 3-step formula of thinking about the customer's problem, thinking about the solution to the problem, and then what their life looks like with your product in it really helps you in defining that and then designing your photos, your infographics, your packaging, and actually writing the copy in your listing as well. I can give you some more examples of some products that we have turned around with this method, and show you how to sell saturated products on Amazon if you'd like.
How to sell saturated products on Amazon. We have a little bit more time here. Is this something that's going to fit in within the next 5 minutes or so?
Yeah, sure. So
okay, let's do it.
Yeah, I would love to just give some examples. This is a pain point, I would think, for our listening audience. Danny, how many times have you had somebody come to you and say, I found this product on Jungle Scout and I sourced it, and there's nothing wrong with Jungle Scout. I'm not knocking on Jungle Scout, but they source it and they put it on Amazon, and what happens?
And no sales.
No sales, and maybe there's 100 more that look just like it. Like when I looked at this product, nobody else, there was no competition. And then I put it on the market, and suddenly now there's 10 competitors, and I don't know what to do, and I'm not making any sales. So I would love to give some examples of how we've changed the keyword, the main keyword in a listing, and that has really changed things. So this goes along with my formula of problem, solution, what does their life look like, and my 7 photos. But I've done this with hundreds of products and been able to change where that product shows up on Amazon based on this. So for example, let's take the fireproof bag. Have you heard of these bags, Danny?
The fireproof bag. Yes, it is an interesting one.
Yeah, so it's like a document bag, right? And the idea is you put your documents in this, and you put this bag in your closet, and now you have a place. If your house gets burned down, your wills and everything like that will be protected. You don't have to have a safe. You can just use this document bag. Well, this was one of those products that I like to call, that was featured on Jungle Scout, that a lot of people, they use the same search filters, and they found this product and they searched for it. And so by the time one of my clients had this product, it was already pretty, there was like 10 pages of basically what looked like the same product. And I was like, oh man, this is going to be really tough. How are we going to sell what looks like the same exact thing We can compete on price and we can compete on reviews, but it's going to be really hard to stay on page one, and it's going to be really hard to actually get people to choose this product over all the other ones that seemingly look the same and might be offering a lower price or something like that. So what I did is I started thinking about the problem that this customer has. Okay, they've got some documents, they're putting things away. I'm thinking through this customer's day. And then I started thinking about our unique solution. Okay, well, we offer a bag that's fireproof let's start searching where that customer with that problem on Amazon might also search. So I started searching across everything that was fireproof. And I started looking, have you ever used the tool Yasiv before?
Yeah, it's a great tool.
Yeah, so YASIV, you can go on Yasiv and you can put in a search term and it'll pull up all the products that were frequently bought along with it in this big like mind map. So I go out there and I start thinking, okay, what other products do people buy? What are they doing in their life when they're doing this? And I noticed that people were buying home safes at the same time that they were buying these document bags. So then I went on the home safe page and, there the price ranges are well over $100, into $300-400 for a small home safe. And so instead of selling this as a document protector bag, a fireproof document protector bag, we wrote the listing to sell this as a safe accessory. So you put your documents in this bag and you then put it in the safe, and you now have a way to organize your documents inside of the safe, and you also have an added layer of protection. And so we were able to write the listing that way. These fireproof bags then showed up in the search under home safes, and everybody else, all of the competition were writing their main keyword and their whole listing under fireproof document bag, right? So this allowed us to sell out of this product and rank onto page one for a different keyword and do very well, being a complementary product to a problem that our customer had and another product that they were already looking for. And so this is a good example of how you can take a product that might be very saturated and just think about the customer's problem and really write your listing in a different way. I had another client who came to me, do you guys remember the letterboards, the felt letterboards? Those things, man, there were pages and pages and pages of them, and there were so many. And I had somebody come to me for a listing optimization, and I said, wow, this is going to be tough. Like there's pages of these. Why did you choose this product? This is really tough. And this person had their letterboard was a different color, and that was their differentiation. And I explained, well, hey, nobody's actually searching for a color associated with this, so we're not going to be able to rank for that as a long tail keyword. And there are pages of these, so we're going to be competing on price, and we're going to have a really tough time getting to page one. So again, we think through the problem. What could this product be a solution for? And so I think about, okay, I might use this at a wedding, as a wedding sign. I might use it as an office sign, a receptionist desk. Okay, so I start searching through those categories on Amazon using those keywords in the suggested keywords on Amazon, and I start looking, and there were no felt letterboards. Everybody else is living in the main keyword felt letterboard, and they're all competing for that, right? So instead, we rebranded, we kind of took photos and we made this. I don't remember whether we chose the keyword, it was a while ago. I don't remember whether we chose like office sign or whether it was like baby shower sign or something like that. But we were able to sell out of a very saturated product simply by changing the way that we define it. So if you guys are out there and having a problem selling your products, make sure that you're really thinking through what keywords you're using in your listing and what your customer's problem is and where else they might be looking for your solution.
Yeah, that is super, super smart tactic. There's a client of ours that they've created a supplement with that same strategy. There was a lot of search volume related around a certain illness, and there was no supplements related around any of those search terms for that illness. And they created a supplement with the name of the supplement had the name of this illness in it. And it very easily crushes it on Amazon because no one else is on that one. Well, Amy, this has been a super valuable episode. We're at the end of your time here. Unfortunately, this is the end of the Global Sources Summit Actualized Freedom edition over here in Bali and over wherever you are right now, not Hong Kong, which is good because no coronavirus. But if people want to reach out to you or learn more about what you do online, where's the best place for them to do so?
Yeah, they can come over to amazingathome.com. And I actually have a free listing review service there. So if you want me to take a look at your listing and give you some advice, I'm happy to do that. You just fill out the form. It's right underneath our services menu. And, we will check it out for you, review your listing, give you our thoughts. We do this in a video review, but we would love to connect with you, and amazingathome.com.
Awesome, guys. And I just want to say that Amy, everything she just said there is super spot on too from our experience at Kenji ROI. We've done more than 1,000 listings at this point, and everything she just said is just super spot on. She really knows her stuff. So definitely go check her out, guys. If you're looking for any of the links from this episode, that will be in the show notes at actualizedfreedom.com. And if you haven't already, go leave us a review on iTunes, on Stitcher, or the even easier way, go to ratethispodcast.com/free. Free for freedom, ratethispodcast.com/free, and you can leave us a review super easily. It'll just open up the app on your phone, and you can write 5 stars plus Danny is amazing and incredibly handsome and awesome, and press the submit button. So appreciate it, guys. Until next time, go out there and kick some ass.
Bye.
For show notes and resources mentioned in this episode, visit kenjiroi.com.